Hey guys, I know what you're thinking before you say anything. I get it. I know it's been a hot minute. I get it. I get it. There's a reason for that, and it's too long to explain. However, I'm back. I'm here, and I'm going to give you. Yes, obviously you know what this is because you saw it in the title, and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna go into detail. I'm gonna really hash it out. I'm gonna talk about now, obviously, if you don't know, you're about to know. This is the direct sequel to the original. Now, I want to say this before I get into the sequel. I want to say this. The original is deliberately intended for you as the audience to watch. You kind of, in order to understand the storyline of the sequel, you need to watch the first one. Like you really have to. Now, the thing that I love this. I really genuinely can't even express to you how much I love this. I love when a sequel for a movie comes out and they use the exact same characters. I love that. And I genuinely wholeheartedly cannot express that enough, guys. I love when they do that in cinema, in any movie at all, because you don't need, like, if they change the character, you don't need to question, well, who's that? It literally just follows on. And the thing is, like, okay, the only movie that I've seen that didn't do that, and they only changed one character in it. And those of you who know, you're about to find this out. And if you don't know this, yeah, you're about to find it out. Maggie Gyllenhaal actually changed from. She was in The Dark Knight. However, her name is just. I just forgot her name. I know what she looks like, but there was another woman who played in Batman Begins, but they changed her character because obviously they were like, no, she's. Oh no. Anyway, I know who she is. That's her there. That one. Not that that's anything to do with form, but why I'm bringing that up is because when you see a movie and they keep all the same cast and they just elevate it to another level, like it makes everything so much more grounded. And for us as an audience member, you don't have to question, okay, well, how does that person play into that? And, oh, that's not the same person as that, and blah blah blah. They don't do this in this film in any way, shape, or form. In fact, they keep them all. And the thing is, it blew my mind to see all the main characters just grown up a bit. Like, that's literally all that it was. Like literally. They were all just grown up. The dad looked the same because obviously the dad has completely matured as an adult. He still had long hair, he still had a bit massive, the nice dense beard. He still had the same mannerisms. It's just all the same. It was so beautifully written. However, the siblings, the brother and the sister, has just grown up. Like, they're just like in high school. Yeah. Well, they mustn't have been in high school because they're getting a job. Now, I don't know if it's a summer job or winter job. I'm not too sure what it is or why, but they're getting a job. And so they've grown up now. And the cool thing was, and I actually didn't realize this, I didn't see the correlation, the connection with this, but one character who is in the that the boy speaks to on the phone to, if you haven't seen it, when you see it, you get what I'm talking about. And those of you who have seen it, you know what I mean. His older brother is in the sequel, and I didn't pick that up. I didn't pick it up. I didn't know what was going on. until later, they bring it up in conversation and they say, "Oh, what did my brother say? Did you see my brother down there?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." And then he went on to express what happened to his brother. This movie, okay, I want to go into a couple of details about this movie. Again, if you haven't seen the original, see that before you see this one. And I wholeheartedly, genuinely, I fully mean that, guys. So this is the thing. Yeah, sorry, the sequel. 2. One of the things again that I love so much about it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So every time that there's a dream sequence in the they don't do it in the first one, and I think it's because of the fact that they just wanted to make the dream sequences heavier. Like they really want us as an audience to really feel the weight and the intensity of the seriousness and the depth of how visceral her dreams are. And so what they did is they actually took visually, they made the dream sequences super grainy. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of today's version of, say, a 1750s movie. Now, the funny thing about that is when the opening sequence of the is actually a character back in those days on the phone. And I thought that was super well done. It was so well written like that, because we didn't need to guess when she was. It came up on the screen where and when she was. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Now, this part of the movie was just so... I don't know how they did it. I actually don't understand how they did it. It was probably way more simple than what you would think. But however they did this part of this sequence was so crazily impressive. The young girl is at the cabin and she's asleep. And the boy is sitting on this chair. She's in bunk beds and she's on the bottom bunk and he's asleep on this chair. And she goes to get up and he says, "No, not this time, go back to sleep," and physically puts her back down, like on the bed. I don't know how they did this, but it was so good. When the camera pans back to the full open shot of like the camera doesn't move, it just goes like that. So it watches her, she stands up, and then all of a sudden her dream body is like in front of the camera and he's now out of shot, but it was a one take shot. It was a one movement shot. And then all of a sudden the daughter who's in the dream, who's having the dream sequence, again, if you've seen the first one, you know what I'm talking about. Again, she's dreaming. She's standing in her parents' bedroom the night of a bad situation that goes down. And it was just like, okay, no, go back to sleep, goes back to him, and then pans, and then she's, it was so good. It was so well done. I kid you not, in any way, shape, or form, guys. This sequel is brilliant. Now, I'm trying to think. I really am struggling to think if this happened or not. It probably did, but I can't remember. If the sequence went from being, 4K, being really high quality, because most of the movie is high quality, most of the movie is in 4K, when the camera pans around back to the dream sequence, because now we're in the dream, if the footage goes grainy, I feel like it did, but I feel like they subtly brought the film across so seamlessly that we didn't even notice it happen. And again, I'm not too sure if that happened, but I feel like that did happen. However, but there's elements of this movie that are so visually invitingly, I was gonna say grotesque. I mean, some are, but not like really heavily like, oh man, that's disgusting. More shock value to the audience. Again, there are sequences in this movie that have more elements of, oh, yuck, because it's just blood. But it's not like, I mean, I don't want to say there's not a ton of it, because there isn't a ton of it, but there's enough in this movie to really solidify the gravity of death, of somebody being murdered. Like I know this is a weird way to say it, but they don't tiptoe around it. They don't shy away from it, if you know what I mean. They bring the serious nature of the realism to the fact that these characters died. This movie is so brilliant, guys. Like I'm not joking you at all in any way, shape, or form. So obviously the first one made a significant amount of money, but it made enough money for them to do a sequel. And I kid you, I genuinely mean this, guys. This sequel absolutely sends it. It really knocks it out of the park in the best way possible. I was so taken in. I was so grounded by every bit of the experience in this movie. Every member of the cast brought their A game in absolute tropes, and I genuinely mean this. They really brought it home. Oh man, it's so well done. It is so well done. And there's like even action sequences in this. I mean, really, and I don't kind of know how to say this. I don't really know how to say this, but I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna say it. There are moments in this movie that made me laugh. It's not like it's a comedy in any way, shape, or form, but there are elements in this movie that made me laugh. And they're not funny. They're not like comedy. But just the way that they say certain lines, I laughed out loud. And I don't know if that was me, I don't know, dark sense of humor. I'm not too sure. I don't think so. But just the way the characters said something, the way they audibly portrayed a line to another character was funny. However, again, I don't think you'd watch this movie and be like, oh my gosh, this movie is so funny, just because it's not, and it's not supposed to be. But wholeheartedly, guys, and every sense of the word, man alive, this movie, oh man, for a direct sequel for the original movie,
The Black Phone 2.
They knocked this movie out of the park. They absolutely knocked this movie out of the park. I was so, the second that I saw the first trailer for this movie, didn't even hesitate. Immediately, and I mean immediately, I was like, I'm in, I'm sold. I literally don't need to see any more of this. I'm completely sold, and I was. And it literally, completely, wholeheartedly, 1,000% lives up to its expectations. It truly does. If you like
The Black Phone,
you're gonna love
The Black Phone 2.
I genuinely can't express that enough. They have absolutely smashed this movie. Loved every minute of it. I was so impressed. Oh man. Wow. And to wrap this movie review up, guys, I'm going to talk about the ending of the film. It is literally, it really did choke me up. Like, it for real choked me up. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It is just so, what a way to end a movie. What a way to end a movie. It's so precious. It's so well done. It is just unbelievably, like, I really, really think, and kind of rethinking about the end of the movie, I have a funny feeling that they won't make this a trilogy. And if I do, I have no idea where they'd go with it. I'm really hoping that they don't, because they wrapped up the sequel so perfectly, so cleanly, and it's just so comfortably for the audience to go, all right, okay, cool. Close that chapter. It's done now. Everything is sorted. Because obviously I didn't even think the original needed a sequel. I mean, in any way, shape, or form. But they did, and I'm so glad that they did.
The Black Phone and the Black Phone 2
are absolutely mammoth epic movies, and I promise you, I genuinely wholeheartedly promise you guys, if you haven't had the opportunity to see the first one, first of all, like I said at the beginning of this movie review, guys, go and watch the first one first. Go and watch the first one first. When you see it, you'll understand completely why. You'll get it. Truly, go and see the first one first, and you will not be disappointed. And then, literally, while this is in cinemas right now, go and treat yourselves and go and watch the sequel.
Black Phone 2.
You guys have been amazing. I appreciate you being here again. Thank you so much for watching this movie review for
Black Phone
2. I hope you've enjoyed my time. I hope that I've given you enough meat and excitement and thrills and spills and enough for us to go and check out this movie yourself. Go and check it out. Go and enjoy it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed if you like thrillers. If you don't like thrillers, this is not your cup of tea. If you love thrillers, you're going to love this movie in every way, shape, or form. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to do all the amazing things like you always do, and I value it so much. This is Superman Steve. Appreciate you guys always and love your time. Flying out!